This episode is brought to you by Audi. The road is calling. Embrace the thrill of the drive with the all-new, fully electric Audi Q6 e-tron. Featuring effortless power, serious acceleration, and advanced Audi tech. It's not just a new EV, it's a new way to experience driving. The all-new, fully electric Audi Q6 e-tron is here. The next chapter of Audi starts now.
Are your ulcerative colitis symptoms proving difficult to manage? Tremfya guselkumab can help you manage the cycle of UC symptoms. At 1 year, many patients taking Tremfya achieved clinical remission, and some patients also achieved endoscopic remission. Individual results may vary. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Ask your doctor if Tremfya can help you manage the cycle of UC symptoms. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
Good afternoon, guys, and welcome to the podcast from Florida. I have Blanca Rodriguez, and if you are a listener in the audience focused on holistic wellness or massage therapy, mindset healing, Blanca is the person to be listening to today, and we're going to hear about her business, her life coaching, and what she does. Blanca, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me. Absolutely. I'm very happy to be here.
Excellent. Briefly introduce yourself and what you do, and I'm excited to dive into the conversation and questions.
Of course, I'm the owner of Wounded Healer, and under this umbrella, I offer services of massage therapy. I've been a massage therapist for 20 years already. I am a holistic life coach as well. I've been a fitness instructor for populations 45 plus for almost 40 years, actually. I'm an author, speaker, and educator. And I love what I do.
Yeah, obviously it shows, and we'll dive into the question here. And the top things we'll be talking about are holistic healing, massage therapy, and also canine massage therapy, which is interesting, and
Right.
life coaching. Start off first thing is talking about is how does holistic life coaching support personal wellness?
When we go to the term holistic, is east meet west. I have had many clients and or patients that in order for them to have more harmony in their life, meaning emotional, physical, and even financial freedom, there is the emotional part aspect of things that it makes them want more. They set their goals surrounding, let's say, for example, I have this lovely gentleman that I am giving him life coaching for over a year. He's a wealthy man, but he wanted some goal setting when it came to dealing with past childhood trauma. So even though he financially, intellectually, he's a very successful man, there's been something missing for him for a very long time. And he's been setting this goal about improving his emotional quality of life much more, no matter what age he is. So this is a big part of harmonizing East meets West. There's a lot of people that come to me for massage therapy, but they are survivors of cancer. They cannot go, let's say, without their chemo pills, but massage really eases them down and relaxes them and helps them with the horrible side effects that chemo brings.
Interesting. One thing what's quite interesting is I read this book called The Body Keeps a Score, and how we unconsciously store emotional trauma patterns. How does the work that you do help with how people store trauma in their bodies?
Yes, definitely. There is a word that I hear every single day from a lot of people: stress. And stress manifests starting with an emotion, a thought that becomes an emotion. And this emotion reflects directly in our bodies in the form of headaches, tight necks, and sore shoulders, lower back issues, even gastrointestinal issues. And when the stress levels are extremely high that there's no control, it can become something even more serious like a heart attack, high blood pressure, and even a stroke. So this is how the body, mind, and spirit combination come in as a team, never as separate entities. And when a lot of people come to me saying, I am stressed and tired. Stress causes weakness, which means that yes, you get really tired. So that combination right there, and why are you stressed? And there is a plethora of reasons why people may be stressed, but it can be something as simple as being triggered because somebody told them something and they reminded them of their parents way back in their younger years. And this is when, if we go with untreated childhood trauma, it will manifest all throughout our lives. I can attest to that because I live a life like that myself. And once I address, and my clients do address head on, what is the root cause of their stress, their weakness, their tiredness, even their physical ailments, then a new door opens to much better possibilities. That's for sure.
And as a massage therapy expert, are you actually able to, when you encounter these areas where the trauma is stored, for example, where like some of the most common areas where people store trauma, either PTSD or emotional trauma, where does that get stored most commonly?
Most of the time, I have worked with a lot of people with PTSD, depression, stress, anxiety, and a whole other bunch of ailments. It stores the most on the neck, shoulders, upper back, and lower back. And then the lower back reflects on our gastrointestinal system. So definitely one is reflecting directly with the other. And that is why I definitely make sure to work on those areas where it manifests the most, but especially on the upper back between the shoulder blades, the neck. It manifests on terrible migraines, and their mind gets clouded. They cannot see straight. They cannot think straight. So definitely most of these past traumas manifest in that way in our bodies. That's for sure.
Interesting. And is it only in the muscles or is it also in the internal organs? What happens if the trauma is stored deeper in the body?
If the trauma is stored deeper within the body, definitely that is an area that I personally, as a massage therapist, I cannot go through that because I am not certified. I don't have any certification when it comes to that. Massage therapists, we work muscle groups, but we can definitely make recommendations if we are asked for recommendations. Definitely, I would highly recommend to these people to go to a professional that definitely can help you in a holistic way, because as we know, with East medicine, everything is really solved, unfortunately, with a prescription drug, and not necessarily that may be the solution for these very deep rooted issues that are going on with these clients. That's a fact.
A follow-up question I have for you. What is the difference between traditional and holistic massage therapy?
Traditional massage, there's over 80 different types of massages to date. Traditional massage is if it goes directly straight to traditional Chinese medicine. And not a lot of people do this traditional massage because it's a very ancient, and people are more towards massage therapy, let's say Swedish massage, but still Swedish massage was created in the 1700s. So it's a very ancient massage, but not as much as, let's say, Tuina. I am not certified in Tuina, but Tuina is one of the oldest massages ever done. And this is very interesting. When massage therapy started in China, 3000 BC, massage therapy was for the blind, actually. And this approach kept fading and fading, unfortunately, but the blind were the ones who will be the most powerful massage therapists there will be at that time. And most of massage therapy was performed with people fully clothed. This, of course, kept on changing as time kept on going. But shiatsu is one type of massage that is with the person fully clothed. So it's a very powerful massage, that is for sure.
Mhm.
And then when it comes to massages nowadays, me, I rather go on the traditional more than the deep tissue cupping. Cupping has been around since 2500 BC. It's a very powerful practice that it really helps with many ailments throughout history, actually. I have done shiatsu as well. I have done people with fibromyalgia. I do, of course, prenatal massage. And I'm into oncology massage as well. That this is for people obviously that have some different kind of cancers. But when it comes to the holistic approach to massage, I have always thought that it's a very powerful approach to our well-being and to improve our quality of life. The massage that is one of the most modernized ones, so to speak, and not really, is myofascial release. Myofascial release is one of those. Lymphatic drainage, but lymphatic drainage comes from hundreds of years ago as well. So lymphatic drainage is a very powerful massage. And that is one massage when the lymphatic drainage is directly worked on. And it's a very powerful massage. Very
Nice.
helpful for a lot of people.
This episode is brought to you by Prime Video. In the small town of Holland, Michigan, nothing is ever what it seems. Behind the tulip festivals and pretty houses lay dark secrets that threaten to tear a marriage apart. Nicole Kidman stars in this darkly twisted thriller about a wife and mother whose quest to uncover her husband's secrets may get her more than she bargained for. Holland, streaming on Prime Video March 27th.
Flex your business with an American Express Business Gold Card. You'll earn 4 times membership rewards points on your top 2 eligible spending categories, like transit and electronics, each month, on up to $150K in combined purchases per year. Plus, you can now earn 3 times membership rewards points on flights and prepaid hotels booked on AmexTravel.com. Terms and points cap apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/business-gold. Amex Business Gold, built for business by American Express.
Yeah. Talked about just it sounds like it sounds like massage therapy is a modality that can be used for a lot of different issues like reducing stress, improving circulation, could be helping with chronic pain management, effective for mental. So it sounds like it's a tool. How does one go about deciding what type of therapy to get? Because there's Swedish, there's shiatsu, there's uh, trigger point, there
Mhm.
is sports, there's deep
Yeah.
tissue. How do you decide which modality is best for you?
I believe, and this is a good question, and thank you for that. And I highly recommend to anybody that's going to get a massage for the first time to pay close attention to the massage therapist that asks many questions. The more questions we ask, the more we will be able to tailor a massage to your specific needs. I ask questions before, during, and of course after the massage. It's very important to have open communication. I have worked on people from auto accidents all the way to women recovering from double mastectomy, people with Alzheimer's, people with Parkinson's disease. I have worked on people recovering from drug addiction and alcohol abuse. I have worked on women that they were sexually assaulted. So it's very important to have that open communication and for the client or patient to understand that we mean no harm, and harming anybody is totally out of our scope of practice. It's very important to go on a gentle way and keep on going from there. If the person is a first time massage, we're not going to be throwing in every single tool that we may have available because it may overwhelm them. So it's better to go on steps, one step after the other. And really, the highest recommendation is open communication. Say it all please be open with your massage therapist because we are in a confidential area. Whatever is said, it never goes out of the massage room, that is for sure. And definitely, the more informed that the massage therapist and the client is about these services, the better it is to understand and the more of a great effect.
The other question or concern is, for example, the practice of yoga is it's also very ancient and originated in the East as well, and it brought over to the West. And it's
Mhm.
these like massage therapy, like yoga. Is the term would be is like sexualized. How do you clear off some of these misconceptions around the massage therapy?
Definitely here in the Americas, unfortunately, is highly sexualized for whatever awful reason it may be. Me, myself, I have been into some encounters with sexual harassment, and it's been always a very difficult situation. It's highly disrespectful, highly invasive, highly violating. And in my honest professional opinion, I believe that the more educated people are about what massage therapy really is, the better it is to understand. But unfortunately, at least here in Florida, they are what they call massage parlors that they're not even under our scope of practice. It's not legal, but it still unfortunately happens. And this is why there's so many misconceptions and so much confusion of how sexualized massage therapy is, because many centuries ago, the word masseuse in Europe, it was in the category of, unfortunately, of massage therapy, and then followed by sexual favors. And this is not something that I'm making it up. Unfortunately, this is something that it happened through history. And this is why this confusion has kept on dragging and dragging through centuries all the way to this day. My experience is that I make it loud and clear that this is a professional service only, and this is my purpose. I'm a medical massage therapist licensed for the state of Florida. I am extremely proud and humble, and I absolutely love my job. But when I have had those encounters, I'm pretty clear that, first of all, the service is over. Get up, never come back. I highly recommend it if you don't want to get into more trouble.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, really great advice. And people listening to this is if they're interested in this kind of holistic wellness and how does one become a licensed therapist, or how can I know a lot of entrepreneurs like just my recent podcast guest, he was a athlete and now he's like a personal trainer and now he's
Mhm.
a fitness owner. How does one go about getting into this starting out and in becoming an entrepreneur in this area?
It's very important. First, the higher the education, the better. And this is my favorite part about massage therapy. And I am always in student mode. In here in Florida, we have it's our obligation to do continuing education courses to maintain our licensing every 2 years. So to me, is one of the best things that ever happened in my career, because I don't like to limit myself to only learning what I learned in school and I'm done. No, to me, it's very important to go much further into that, because it's adding knowledge and learning to help others feel better. So that's extremely important. It's 700 hours, and other states in the US is like 900 hours. Depending on the state where you are at. And you definitely have to be licensed. You have to pass a board exam. It's not easy, but it's wonderful. It's totally worth it. And how to become an entrepreneur? Little by little. Take it, go. Oh, yeah. Little by little. Don't be expecting to have a red carpet waiting for you with 27 clients knocking at your door, because it's just not going to happen. You got to build a rapport. You got to build. And what has worked for me the most is word of mouth
Hmm.
by recommendation. I am a fan of the medical aspect of massage therapy. A lot of other people, they love the spa aspect of massage therapy. So there's a variety for every single taste, but it's a work in progress always. You're always in student mode. You're always learning something new so you can serve your clients with more efficiency.
Yeah. It's just like a doctor or a lawyer or dentist or accountant is just learning the trade and getting the basics, and then going out and practicing in the real world.
Absolutely.
We're almost finished, and one final question is, it's quite interesting because you work on like people, but you also work on canines too. What like how do you, because humans can communicate verbally, but how do you assess a session with a canine, and what types of skills, how is it different than working on humans?
Canines, definitely, we are in the same realm, both of us. We are mammals. So canines and us, we have muscle groups, organs, feelings, emotions, and we share this in common. Now, just because the dog doesn't talk, it doesn't mean that they don't have a vast language and they can express and communicate openly if you're just watching and listening. And this is why I went to school and I trained 150 hours only for canine massage therapy. And the beauty of this is that here in Florida is part of my massage therapy licensing for humans, so I'm certified for both of them, and definitely is a very powerful practice. The same powerful effects that us humans get with massage therapy are the same powerful effects that animals get with animal massage therapy. Obviously, animal massage therapy has been around since 2700 BC. It's another very ancient practice, and here in the Americas started with the introduction of equine massage, and then right after that, canine massage therapy came in. And no, canine massage therapy is not rubbing, is not petting. Canine massage, is focused on different muscle groups, is an amazing practice for doggies all the way from their puppies all the way to their time of death. I have worked with thousands of animals myself. It's a huge honor for me to work on our beautiful angels, and they experience the same powerful effects. And the difference is with us humans, the therapist said, please turn over, and okay, we're done with the session, thank you so much. With the animals, I have many dogs, by the way, they turn at their own leisure. They turn from one side to the other side, and when they are done, they just get up and walk away. So it's a beautiful practice. I absolutely love it.
Interesting. And we have a lot of dog owners and they call them dog parents now. What would cause someone to bring their dog in to get a session? Isn't this kind of a luxury service, or what's going on there?
For dog owners or for dog companions or human companions, if the dog puts up with us every single day with our attitudes, if we're happy, we're sad, they love us regardless. I have massage service dogs as well. Service dogs have a very important job to do, which is 24/7 they are working for their human companion. These are service dogs. There's a lot of emotional companions as well. And this is what happens. I have worked on agility dog competition dogs. They get really hurt while they're competing, while they're practicing, they get really hurt. So I have worked all the way puppies, adults. I have this lovely lady that I massage. They're two golden retrievers, and they are highly active. They're jumpers, they fall, they get up, and of course they get hurt. And most of the time in my career, this has been my scope of practice. I have been working on senior dogs more than any other age group when it comes to dogs. They unfortunately they grow older, they get hurt, they get dysplasia, they get arthritis, they get cancer, they get many ailments, just like any human that is growing older and not really taking care of themselves. This really happens with the animal as well. So I have massaged thousands of senior dogs all the way to the time of death, and they always feel better. Their mobility improves. Their separation anxiety improves tremendously. It's a vast menu of benefits that canine massage has.
And lastly, how can people find you and follow you and reach out to you and connect with you?
Oh, absolutely. You can reach me at my website, www.woundedhealer.us. I'm in all social media platforms as woundedhealer.blancae.
Yeah, excellent. Thanks so much and keep up the great work.
Thank you so much for having me.